Let's be real here for a second. We've all had that day where we got stuck in a place where we came back from a high-stakes shoot and our SD card was loaded with 8K raw footage. And then, then one wrong click or format that the data isn't ready for ruins everything. And that folder that has hours upon hours of your hard work is completely gone. When this happens, most people start to panic and try everything they can find online. But that's not really the best way to go about it. We are in 2026, and what this means is that the way macOS handles data has changed over time. And yes, most of it, if not pretty much all of it, is for the better. Now, before we dive into what recovering data means for macOS and how you can finalize it, there are a few things that first you should be aware of. Today, we have tons of optimizations like APFS and modern high-speed SD card controllers that can take care of deletions. So you're basically up against a ticking clock. Now what this means is that when you hit delete on a modern Mac, the system doesn't just hide the files anymore. It actively prepares that space to be overwritten by newer files. Now this might not be in your favor, but there are some good news here. That data might still be present in your system, and today we're going to cover how you can get it back. But before we begin, please make sure to give a like on this video and also subscribe to our channel for more insightful videos just like this. Now let's get into the video. Okay, so when it comes to getting your data back, one of the first things that you should do is actually look into the most obvious place. And the funny thing is that most people actually miss this out. When you delete a file, macOS doesn't delete the data in a split second. So think of your SD card like a library, and deleting a file like tearing the index card out of your catalog. So the book, your data in this case, is sitting on a shelf, but the library doesn't know where it is anymore. So on the Mac, that index card, which is your data, is moved into a new location, the trash bin. So to get your data back, you first have to follow these next steps. So let's navigate to your dock and click on the trash icon. But here's the thing, do not just scan it with your eyes, because if you're working with hundreds of high-res 8K clips, it's super easy to miss one single file. So let's instead use the search bar in the top right corner of the Finder window. Then type in specific extensions like .mov, .jpeg, or even .arw. Now this filters out the system junk and shows you only the media files. So if you find your file, simply right-click and select Put Back. This restores the file to its exact original directory on the SD card with its metadata intact. That's it, but however, it's possible that the trash folder comes up empty. So in this case, you shouldn't lose hope, because there are two key reasons why this happens, which are that you might have Option plus Command plus Delete mapped in your muscle memory, which bypasses the trash entirely for an immediate delete. Or if you were managing your SD card through the Photos app, the files do not go to the system trash. They go to the recently deleted album in the Photos sidebar. So you should check the recently deleted album first, because you usually have a 30-day grace period before those files are truly purged from the cache. Alright, so if you've tried to get your data back from the trash folder and sadly it didn't really go your way, well, this next method might be just for you. In macOS, every external storage device, including your SD card, maintains its own local invisible directory for items that have been deleted. Now, this is a failsafe designed to keep your file on the actual hardware until the trash is emptied while your card is mounted. However, these files start with a period, and macOS does this deliberately to keep users from damaging them. So to recover these files, you'll need to do the following. So let's insert your SD card and open its root folder in Finder. Then press the keyboard shortcut Command-Shift and period. You will immediately see several grayed out translucent folders appear. So look specifically for the folder named .trashes. Double click on .trashes to enter, and then inside you will likely see one or more folders labeled with a string of numbers, such as 501. Now these numbers represent the user ID of the account that deleted the files. Now once you find your missing 8K clips or photos inside these numbered subfolders, the recovery process is quite simple. but requires a specific technique, meaning that you can't just use the standard copy and paste command. So what you're going to do instead is click and physically drag the files out of the hidden folder and drop them onto your Mac's desktop or a separate internal folder. Now, this is essential because dragging these files triggers a move command rather than a duplication, which is a cleaner way to re-index the files into the visible file system. This method ensures that the file headers and metadata remain intact, which is critical for 2026 era professional video formats that rely on complex sidecar files. Okay, so if unfortunately that method failed, well, you can use our own software, Wondershare Recoverit, to get all of your files back. And to do that, you need to follow the simple next steps. Let's first visit the Wondershare website and download Recoverit. Then access your downloads folder and open the setup file and then install Recoverit. Then let's insert the formatted SD card into your card reader, then open Recoverit, click agree and continue to proceed, and you will see that the connected SD card is already in Recoverit. So hover over the icon and then click scan. Once the scan is complete, the Recoverit file will be visible to you. And if you still cannot find the file, then click the deep scan button. Now choose one or multiple files and preview them or click recover to restore them. Choose a location other than the formatted SD card and click save to get your files back. While Recoverit is still one of the most powerful methods for data recovery in today's day and age, it still may not work. But the good thing is that there is one final method inside your macOS that uses a powerful backup loophole called local snapshots. So even if you haven't manually backed up your SD card, Mac actually creates temporary background snapshots from connected drives during active sessions. Now, this is a lifesaver for 2026's workflows where high-speed data transfers are quite common. So to get into this recovery process, you should follow the next steps. Let's keep your SD card mounted and open its roots folder in Finder. Then click the time machine icon in your menu bar and select Enter Time Machine. Use the timeline on the right to scroll back to a point before the files were deleted, and if a snapshot exists, then your files will appear in the Finder window as they were never gone. Now select the items and click Restore to bring them back. The main limitation here really is timing, meaning that this would only work if the card connected was in your Mac long enough to trigger a backup cycle or a snapshot. If you deleted the items as soon as you connected the drive to your computer, probably there were no snapshots or backup cycles triggered there, but it's still a vital step to check before giving up completely. The 2026 data recovery landscape is super fast, but your window to act is actually quite small. Whether you've recovered your 8K footage via the trash or the hidden .trashes directory or a deep scan with Recoverit, the lesson is that you need to stop using that card immediately to prevent overwriting. Now, to avoid this panic completely, you should follow a disciplined backup routine. And if you've enjoyed watching this video so far, then please leave a like on this video and subscribe for more Mac workflows just like this. We'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.